And our teaching teaches us that in the present moment is the only time we can change the trajectory of our lives. That if we are unaware and unconscious about the unfolding of our lives, the past will just push us forward and we will continue basically the same trajectory that we're on. But in this moment, if we're aware, if we're awake, if we can actually perceive the conditions around us and connect, we have a chance, if we can let go of our habitual patterns, we have a chance to do it differently. I'm sure you can think of instances in your life, and I know I can in mine, where the moment arises and we don't quite meet it. So we just sleepwalk through the moment, we respond in our habitual patterns, and we get our habitual result. But we also know there are moments, there are these change moments where it's possible to shift and do things differently and get a different result. And in many ways, our formal practice, to me, is about tilling the field, turning the soil, making the soil more fertile, and in a sense, preparing ourselves to actually meet the moment. So the inner work that we're doing is preparing us for right now. And our life leads us to this moment, and our actions determine the results. Many of you have heard me say this. Zen Master Bon Soeng used to define karma as you have a match. That's the original cause. And the way he would describe karma, he'd say there's cause, action, result. So if the cause is this unlit match, the action is striking the match. Then what do you do with this match? If you light a candle, the result is light. If you light your stove, the result is fire to cook food. But if you light the cushion that you're sitting on, the result is fire in your home and possibly the destruction of your home. So what you do from the action is the critical point. And if you light the match, light is the next cause. So maybe from the lit candle, your action becomes to open a book. And the result is reading. Reading might impel you to a certain action. That action will be the next result. Maybe you're reading, maybe the reading teaches you that you've got to take care of your food better. So you go to your refrigerator and you turn up the coolness, and the result is a healthier body. All from that match. But anywhere along the way, the action may be different. When you're walking, find your mantra. When you're sitting, find your breath. When you're listening, notice what you're hearing. And while you're listening, notice how your own opinions color your view. At any moment, become aware of your process and how your process shapes the conditions around you. Every moment is a moment for practice. And I know you've heard me say it 100 times if you've listened to me talk 100 times. But keep listening, because I'm going to say it again and again. the reminder to be where we are, to awaken with all of our senses and use this moment to understand ourselves, to perceive our direction, and then to act. And then after we've acted, pay attention to the results. Each moment gives us a chance to gain more wisdom by being aware of how our actions have then impacted this world.